I want to thank Ray and Gene and the entire SWIX organization for one, inviting me to be here this morning, and also for putting this event together. I was here last year. I had the honor of welcoming you all here, and you set the bar high last year, and you exceeded. Ray was saying you have over 80 folks that had RSVP to come here, and I think that's tremendous. So thank you very much for that. I always like to ask, how many folks do we have here from out of town? Tremendous. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedules to come and be with us here today. I'd also be remiss if I didn't thank the sponsors for making this happen as well. That's tremendously important to have that type of support to put on this important workshop. A long time ago, a smart person, it wasn't me, but a smart person told me that a good economy and a good environment go hand in hand. You can't have one at the expense of the other. I think we can all agree with that. If you don't agree with it, look at China. It is so important, and I think that's one of the things that really epitomizes the recycling industry. When you think about it here in Florida, we're employing over 32,000 people. Those wages are over $760 million, revenues of over $4 billion. It's important. It's a driver in our economy, and at the same time, it's doing a great thing for our environment. It's so important. I have over 20 years experience in environmental regulatory activities, both on the public and the private sector, and I can tell you the most successful businesses that I've ever been, not just a part of, but witnessed and been to, are folks that really provide a lot of focus in pollution prevention and sustainability. And I think that's really important. And that's something that we at DEP have really tried to model our activities after. I always say, especially with our compliance staff, when we're going out meeting with these facilities, we want to be as proactive as possible. We want to help them with that P2. We want to help them with that sustainability. It's important to us that they're successful. So we put a tremendous amount of effort into education and outreach, compliance assistance and partnering. Because at the end of the day, that's what goes back to finding those opportunities for pollution prevention. That's what goes to sustainability. And that's what goes to having successful organizations. And that's what we want here in Florida. I always say, we have every tool in the toolbox to deal with violations, but at the end of the day, there was a violation and we're having to be reactive. The damage has already been done. A lot of folks like to try to measure our work on the number of fines that are being assessed. And to me, that's not the measure of success. The measure of success is being able to do it right. And you can only do it right if you're creating those relationships and that trust. And that's what we're trying to do with the department. And that's what you all are trying to do here today. You're generating those relationships so at the end of the day, we can do a better job collectively here in the state of Florida. In 2010, DEP laid the groundwork for us meeting the 75% recycling rule by 2020. And that's a very high bar that we set. I'm proud to say that we've met that first milestone. Here we are, 50%, and we have time to go. But I think we can all agree the hard work is still yet to come, and we can't relax. We still have to work together. We still have to find those innovations. We have to improve every day in order to meet that 75% recycling goal. I always say at our district office, tell them, hey, we're doing great work, but we got to keep our foot on the gas. We got to get better tomorrow and find those ways to continually improve. And I think that's the only way that we're going to meet this goal of 75%. That is why I'm proud to be here this morning talking with you, and thank you for being here, because this is an important workshop. And the relationships that you make today and the presentations that you hear and the names and the faces that you'll learn, that's going to be an important resource for you. I would encourage each and every one of you to take advantage of us here at DEP. We got Henry, we got Karen, they're excellent. And they're always ready to take a phone call and help you. Again, SWIX, I want to thank Gene and Ray for all the work they do with their staff and their efforts. And again, thank you all, especially for the folks out of town who've come here today to be a part of this. I love the agenda. It's going to be a great one. And thank you so much. Ray, thank you.